Okay, see the first graph. Here moisture content and drying rate. Initially any crops or commodity, they are having maximum highest moisture content. Okay, at that condition the drying rate will be very high. Okay, see the first point here, the moisture content high. Okay, drying rate high. Okay, here two conditions may be arise. Initially you cannot initially the drying rate may not be the as per the uniform rate. Say this is a point, this a dash, this also called initial adjustment. Okay, it may be either increasing the drying rate or decreasing the drying rate. After getting an initial stage B, this point B, okay, there will be a drying rate constant, straight line. Okay, straight line. Then after attaining a point C, there will be a fall. Okay, this C, this is your D, this is your E, also called equilibrium moisture content. Okay, here A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E. Some crop A, B, C, B, C and C, E. C is the same curve, but we'll discuss later. D, another point come arise here. You see, now see the classification of drying behavior here. First, this is A to B or A dash to B. This is your initial adjustment. Okay, B to C, this is your this is called constant rate of drying. Okay, and C to E, C to E is your falling, suddenly fall, drying rate have fallen behavior. Okay, here the constant behavior, so that is, it is called falling rate of drying. Okay, here D point we'll discuss later what is D point. Okay, now see, at the point B and C, this is called your constant rate of drying. At that condition, rate of evaporation, water evaporation, is equal to the rate of water migration from the grains. Rate of water migration, that is why it is a constant. That throughout the season moisture is decreasing, drying rate is still same. That means, say it is here the 5 kg per hour, here also 5 kg per hour, here also 5 kg per hour. That means rate of drying is constant, because all this behavior, all this C and B exhibit the removal of free moisture. Okay, after that C point, after getting point C, that point when the constant rate of falling stops and suddenly there is starts a falling behavior, that point is called C, also name is critical point, and at that moisture is called critical moisture content. Okay, that is called critical moisture content. Okay, and C and E, there is rate of evaporation and rate of water migration is not the same. Okay, different. That is why falling behavior. So here some crop or some grains have shown two falling characteristics, two falling behavior. That means one is CD, another is your DE. Both are falling behavior. Okay, here attaining the E moisture, equilibrium moisture content. Now if you classify all these things, A and B is called initial removal of moisture. Initial removal of moisture occurs as the product and water with its product experiences a slight increase in temperature. At that condition, slight increases in temperature. Okay, we also call initial adjustment. Okay, and B and C called your constant rate of drying, where rate of evaporation is exactly equal to the rate of moisture migration or water migration. Okay, and within this constant rate, the whatever the moisture temperature represent here, that is your wet bulb temperature. Wet bulb temperature, that means temperature of water vapor. Another term we'll discuss later in psychrometric part, that is dry bulb. Dry bulb is the temperature of open air, normal temperature, that is we generally measured with a thermometer. Wet bulb is the temperature of water vapor. Okay, so within this constant rate, the temperature is water vapor temperature. Okay, and there is a constant drying behavior. Now C and D. There is an abrupt change in this condition suddenly after completion of constant behavior. Abrupt change. Abrupt, that means it is sudden decreases of drying rate. C and D, also called fast falling. This is called fast. This is called fast falling. Fast falling rate. Fast falling rate. Okay. And why? Say initially in the constant rate or AB condition, that grain surface are fully saturated. But at that fast falling condition, that saturated surface area decreases. Okay, saturated surface area decrease. Okay, that is why uniform drying is not exhibit here. Fast falling. And D and E is your second falling rate. Okay, here what happens actually, that internal migration movement of water, what are the inside pore space or within this porous medium, there will be internal movement of moisture that that removed but very low, very slowly removed. That is also called internal movement. Okay, also called internal movement of water. Second falling. Clear? So this all are your three stages of drying. After E is the attaining the equilibrium moisture content. Fine. So simply you can say that drying behavior in a, so if it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, you can show this in a different way. Moisture content, same graph, drying rate. Say this is your 1, constant rate up to 2, there will be falling, 3, then your D, 4. This is also a drying behavior. Simply you can show 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the first relation is moisture content versus drying rate. Now we will see the another relation, that moisture content versus time. Okay, moisture content versus time. Number 2, moisture content versus time. Once the drying time is increases, moisture content will be decreases. So see the graph here, simple. This is your time hour, this is your moisture content in percentage dry basis. So initially at 0 time, moisture content will be very high or very high. After some time of drying, moisture will remove. Okay, after that another removal is there. Then after attaining some temperature, there will be very less amount of moisture will be removed, and it behaves like a almost constant. There will be no further change will be there. Okay, once you increasing the temperature, okay, there will be no further changes. So if you represent this one, the first is your A like earlier. If it is B, C, and your, you can say D, then D, E. D, so it's not always represent here. So Cn is the your falling behavior. Okay, also you can represent 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the three stages. So this is the relation between moisture content versus time. Last drying curve is your drying rate versus your drying time. Again this relation, it is your drying time in hour, this is your drying rate in kg per hour. So initially drying rate is again high because free moisture is removing, so drying rate would very high, very more amount of water will be removed as the beginning. So 0 time, increasing the time, say 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, increasing the drying time, the drying rate higher, then decreasing, then this one attaining some constant level, then very less amount of water decreasing. So this is your another curve. Okay, if you see this one, see your E, after getting this constant rate, there will be critical moisture, there will be this behavior there. So this is the relationship between drying rate versus drying time decreasing. So these three curve collectively called as a drying curve. Okay, so now come to the earlier graph. Here the C. So C I have already told is a critical moisture content. C is the critical moisture content. Understand? So what critical moisture content signifies actually? It is the temperature where no further constant rate of drying exhibits, where abrupt falling of moisture drying rate is has shown. Okay, so at the critical moisture content you can also critical moisture content that moisture content, the you can the moisture content at which no more the moisture content at which drying rate is no more constant. Understand? Simple line. The moisture content at which drying rate is no more constant, that means falling, is called your critical moisture. Okay, so that critical moisture varies with the various crops. Okay, it basically depends on two major parameters. One is your there's a product quality, and another is your thickness. Okay, so all the drying behavior, this is all about critical moisture content. All the drying behavior or kinetics, you can say drying kinetics, mainly depend on various parameters. These parameters are, if you say the surface moisture in percentage, surface moisture percentage, or number 2 use a drying rate which is kg per hour. Also thickness, number 3 thickness in centimeter. See here, if this is a crop, okay, if the whole crop, once you drying and you make it number of thickness, so obviously there will be various different behavior of drying behavior. This thickness is less, so drying will be faster or uniform. This is the whole sample is there, so drying will be irregular or not behaves like that thickness, small thickness of the grains behaves. Okay, there is a thickness very much important here. So if you change the thickness, there will be drying behavior, different drying behavior. Correct. So another is your shape and size, also called sphericity. You already got sphericity, the different shape, different size of crops, and different drying behavior. So last is your drying condition. So drying conditions, basically major parameters is, one is your temperature, another is your relative humidity. You know, that's application of heat there will be drying behavior, more heat more application of heat, more drying, and also the humidity. There is a, if surrounding have low humidity, there will be faster drying. If surrounding have high humidity, there will be slower drying, because that gradient will not flow. So that is why these two parameters are very much important. So that's it, and this is all about your drying process, drying behavior, drying curves, and critical moisture content. Okay, so this is the class of this drying 1.1, a continuation of the earlier class, that is drying 1.1. If you have any problems, any queries, you can ask in this classroom section. I will upload this video in your classroom, and also I will give the handout as well. So go through this video and go through this note. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, after that we will discuss about the psychrometric chart. There will be some numerical based on this drying behavior. Okay, we will discuss later. Thank you.